Okay, let's talk about money. Now, I got really attached and excited about Hempworx because of what the product did for me. And then I tested it on some people and I got even more excited. But at the end of the day, as a marketer and as a business person, and I'm sure you, it matters about how much you can make and how fast you can make it, how secure it's going to be. And you want to understand how it works. So, a lot of you know that um, I got on the leaderboard this month because we brought in like 100 and I don't know, some people into Hempworx here in the first 5 days. Now, the way that I do that is through strategic marketing. It's not something I do individually to get people. It's not like a ploy or anything like that. I've been providing value to people through something called the online success strategy, which we teach. And it's allowed me to be able to offer what I believe in. Like I took these products, they help me. There's an opportunity here. I share it. And people, because they've been following me through, again, the online success strategy marketing process, it's kind of automated and everything. Now I've got this number of people that are interested in what I have to share. And anyone can learn it and anyone can set it up. But as you see me growing the team line, and if I go here real quick to genealogy, you'll remember if you log into your account, check out your team line, and you're going to see, the line growing. And if I go to the bottom here, it's getting to be pretty huge. Down here we have 284, over 128 or so people came in here in our first week getting started. And by the way, if you're seeing this video later and you didn't get in on that, understand like it's a continual thing. Like it's not a one-hit wonder. Like the sooner you come in, the more volume we can help you build. So just reach out to me or someone on our team, and we'll plug you in. And like it's all about building from where you are now, and you can jump into this incredible momentum. So anyway, I want to show you how you make money from all this, though, because a lot of you are wondering. Okay, let me go back up to the top. We're building this giant leg. And right now I've just started less than a week ago. We've got this giant leg started. I think I was the fastest here to get to the 25,000 level affiliate like in a week. I'm not sure about that, but it sounds like it. We'll see how we do from here, but I'm going to try to get the record breaking 100,000 affiliate in the first month. Anyway, how does this turn into an income? How does this free you up from your job? How does this produce checks that come in? Like, okay, we love the product. We're excited about the team line and growth. But what's it all mean? Okay, well, if you log into your account and you go to tools, you can go see the compensation plan. And I'm not going to go over the whole right here on the left, compensation plan. I'm not going to go over the whole compensation plan. There's a lot of income streams that come in as you start to build with us. But I want to focus on the binary because that's the one that has basically unlimited income potential up to $1 million a month. So let's just call that unlimited income potential, $1 million a month. Most of you don't need that to retire, right? So that's basically unlimited income. So I'm not going to talk about the jumpstart bonuses. We'll talk about that another time. We're going to focus on the binary because that's the comp plan that allows me to be able to use my marketing power to help you and the team build quickly. So for example, if we go back, and you log into your accounts, those of you in the team line, you go to genealogy and you look at the growth happening, you see like new personally enrolled affiliates and customers this month, 119. And that was just the first 5 days. A few days before, at the end of November, I brought in 8. So it's like 127 or something basically in the first week. A lot of you benefited from that. And again, if you're listening to this video later, don't be sad and thinking, oh, I missed out. No, we got momentum. This is just the beginning. Jump in and you'll be able to be in a growing team line. But my point is that, it's growing right there. And if you look at the comp plan, it's structured very similar. So this is you. And you've got over here, it says 90 VV. Ignore that for a second. Ignore everything other than just this diagram. Notice how similar that looks to here. Like here's me, in your case it would be you, and here's one of the legs driving down. And I haven't started on the second leg, I will. And I'll be helping you do the same. But first you want to create momentum and help each other out a lot. So I drove it all down in this leg for now. And again, there's other income streams happening that are significant, but I'm not going to talk about those right now. I'm going to focus on the binary because this is the one that allows me to help you the most. And it pays an unlimited income with just 2 legs. And I think, one of the biggest challenges people have is belief that they can really leave their job or a dreary, heavy business that's not working for them anymore. It's really hard for them to make that leap, and that they could do it quickly and get significant income coming in. So it's hard to believe. So I want to show you, look how, if you look at this massive volume, almost over $30,000 my first week, we drove in the first leg, and it's just getting started, and we haven't really turned on our marketing yet. Hopefully that helps develop your belief that you can build 2 legs with my help. I mean, it should, because it's obviously not that challenging. So, again, if you're just brand new, maybe it takes you 6 months to get them both going. But if that's what it took to be able to leave your job, or a business that's not working for you anymore, and then have unlimited income potential, it's just 2 legs, guys. And if you have any kind of marketing savvy at all, you're jumping in already knowing some things, you could do it ridiculously fast. For example, a guy that I work with, he's now making over $100,000 a month, and he started just 19 months ago. And then, of course, not very many people even need that kind of money or dream of that kind of money, but it just puts in perspective. There's thousands of people getting paid by the company. All you need is 2 legs to make an unlimited income. So hopefully this really helps you when you see how fast, I've been able to get that 1 leg going in just a very short few days. Understand that I can teach you how to get both legs going. That's not an issue. Okay, so with that said, hopefully over that simple hump, all you need is 2 legs to make an unlimited income, and here's how it works. To get paid in the binary, you have to be doing 40 BV. So you have to purchase somewhere around $90 product. When you go to purchase product, you see what the BV is worth. You have to be to qualify for the binary, you have to be doing 40 BV in a given month. So just know that. That's what that means. And this is just saying that you do need to contribute something in this leg. So while I've driven this massive life-changing volume down in 1 leg, basically building half the organization for you in many regards, while that's the case, they want you to contribute something to that leg, which I think just makes sense, right? And so, plugging into the marketing systems and the process that we have, you're going to want, or referring someone you care about that you want to just ending up in that massive growing team line and get volume for themselves. You're going to place one person there one way or another, using our systems, referring someone you care about in that line who's doing 90 BV a month. And again, you see the BV of each product. That's about $130 a month. So one person that you refer there that does that, one person that you refer to the right, and then you qualify. Like you need to participate, you need to contribute, I should say, a little bit in this leg. And then we're going to support you in building that right leg. Now, those of you who join our top 100 group, you're going to get massive support, even entering my own personal rotation for marketing. And I can't offer that more than 100 people, so once we get that 100, you won't hear me talk about that anymore, because as strong as the marketing is that I've set up, it gets too diluted if I go too far after 100 people. So as soon as we get top 100, we'll just be supporting people in that top 100 to build your second legs, including being in my rotator, where I'm helping you drive that down. But I'm also teaching you and giving you everything that you need to create excitement and drive that second leg down. I'm working with you if you're in that top 100. If you can't do the top 100, find this video later, find out what we can do for you, because it's still better than I think you can find just about anywhere else in terms of helping you launch your business. Those of you who are already in Hempworx and you're with an upline, I just want to be really, really clear. If they're successful, then they know what they're doing too. There's lots of different ways to do things. So, go to your upline if you're already in Hempworx and talk to them about how they created success and follow their system. But those of you who are not in Hempworx yet, that's who I'm talking to. I want to really be able to set you up to grow quickly. So, okay. Those of you who are in, you have this big leg of volume growing, and you can go to the genealogy and see what that volume is, and it's going to continue to grow and compound. It usually takes a few months to really get it to mushroom. We're just getting it started, but obviously you see it growing very quickly. And then, we start working on that second leg, and I'm going to plug you into the next step. I'm just creating this video. You guys just got in. Now it's how do you build that second leg? Well, we can do the old school way, right, of friends and family. Or I feel what is even strong, nothing wrong with that. You want to help your friends and family with a great product. And if they're open to an opportunity, fantastic. Or if they've done network marketing before, fantastic. But I don't like to rely on that, fully to build my business, because it's just not fast enough. I want to attract people to be the right people. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you to do, how to do in the second leg. So that's for a different video about how we do that, right? Right now, I just want you to understand how you get paid, how you make money. Okay, so you're doing the 40 BV yourself, purchasing at least that. Oh, so not to confuse you, I'm requiring to be in the top 100, you need to be doing 90 BV, okay? That doesn't mean you have to do 90 BV on auto ship to work with me, not at all. But if you're going to be in the top 100 and get my extra, massive help, I'm requiring that because then you have enough product to really experience the product well and represent it well. And we want to duplicate success. But the binary only requires 40 BV. Some of the other comp plans require more. So that's why I ask that people do 90 BV if they're going to work with me in the top 100. Anyway, I just didn't want you to get confused on that because to qualify for the binary, all you actually need is 40 BV for this particular comp plan. And then again, you refer at least one in the left and one in the right who's doing 90 BV, and you're qualified. Now it's going to pay you a check every time it hits $300 in business volume on the left and $300 business volume on the right. So let's say one leg's taking off, like I've started building this one giant leg for you, right? Let's say that leg's taking off for you, and that volume's going to stay there. It's going to wait. So when we start building that second leg, when you get it to 300, you're going to get a check. And then, as long as it's over $300 on both sides, you're always going to get a check. Now, how much is it going to be? We look down here. Depending on your rank, you get a higher percentage of the lesser side. So let's say I build this to a monster. My goal is to make this so big, you don't have to worry about it. So I basically built, half of the binary for you. And again, you're contributing a little bit, so it's not like we're doing it together. But again, I want to give you confidence that this is happening clearly. I don't want limiting beliefs or past experiences. It's right before your eyes happening. You got massive volume and momentum, and it's just begun. Keep watching it grow. Like that's done in the bag, and it's one leg of two. You only need two. A lot of times people think of this in complicated ways. Here's how I think of it. I encourage you to think about it the way I do because it works to think about it this way. You only need two legs to make unlimited income. Get one growing wildly, and then all you do is focus on the other and just try to catch up. And then you pay attention to how big your checks are going to be. And again, as long as you got 300 BV on the left and 300 BV on the right, you're going to get a check. And the bigger it is on the left, on legs, the more money you make. It's going to pay you a percentage of your lesser side. Okay, so but if there's stuff left over, it'll accumulate on the other side, just so you know. But my goal is to stay in front of you. My goal is to make it so you don't have to ever worry about the business volume in one of the legs. That's a huge weight off your shoulders. And then I'm going to help you build the volume in the second leg by teaching you everything I know, giving you everything I know, giving you all the communications, all the strategy, all the everything for driving this down. It's just one leg. It's so darn easy when you only have to focus on one. I'll be giving you everything. We'll get into that. Okay, so let's go down here and look again at the percentages. So if you're in the top 100, you need to come in at an executive. A lot of you came in at executive. That's going to pay you 15% of the lesser side. So if I make this one grow like a monster, then basically whatever you get over here in business volume, you're going to get 15%. Okay? So that's significant. We're talking about, I'm going to get this, my first goal is to get this to 100,000 a month volume. Again, to get this just so you don't have to ever worry about it. You just get to focus here because that helps you focus your direction and focus on getting everything there. Now, if you don't know how to do that, I got to say again, don't worry. We're going to get to that. I just want you to understand how it works and how you get paid. Okay? Lots of ways you can build, tapping into lots of methods that I can teach you. Belief is so important. You need to just realize, okay, if Mike can go that fast and he's here to help me, and all I got to do is focus on one. He took a huge part of the weight off. I can do this. Like you have to operate from there, even if you don't know what you're doing yet. We'll get you set up. Lots of ways you can build. Do that next. So I just want you to understand how you make money. This is the binary. It pays monthly. I'll run through it one more time. As long as you're on auto order for 40 BV, or you've purchased 40 BV in that particular month, and you've referred at least one person in the left, could be a loved one, a family member, somebody you wanted to get into this income stream of the massive growth that we're doing, you drop them in there. As long as you referred one person there, and if you don't have anyone to refer, then you'll use the marketing that I teach you, and you refer one person in the right who's doing 90 BV in a particular month, then you qualify. And then the next qualifier to actually get the check, do you have $300 in business volume on the left and $300 in business volume on the right? The answer is yes. You get paid a percentage. And if you came in as an executive pack, which those that are in my top 100 group should have done, you get 15% of that 300. But here's the deal. I'm growing this massive. We've already had almost 30,000 in the first week, and that hasn't had time for people to receive their products yet, and start sharing it with people around them, and for them to start turning on their marketing. Like, this is going to mushroom. So you're not going to have to. My goal is for you to not have to worry about this one. Although you need to contribute that one person, or maybe a couple people if you want to get that leg really strong. Most of your focus is just going to be on one leg, and what we're going to do next is help you build that leg. I do want to mention, as far as understanding the binary, that you can get to even higher percentages as you reach higher ranks. We'll talk about that another time. But I think just focus, if you're an executive or at that level, 15%. If you came in at a director pack, 12%. There are lower levels of rank, but I'm not really addressing those because I like to start people off with commitment. I like people to start off with a higher commitment so that you can lead by example. That's just the way it works in sports. It works that way in business. It works that way in family environment. When you have a higher commitment to something, you're able to ask for a higher commitment of the people around you. So I basically only want to talk about executive. You have to come into a lower level. That's fine. You got the lower percentages. It's not that big of a deal. You can always upgrade later. That's how the binary works. It's an incredibly, immensely big deal that half of the, 2 legs, all you need is 2 legs, half of it's being built. You can see the volume. You can check into your team line. You can watch it grow. We're one of the fastest, if not at this particular moment, the fastest team ever in Hempworx, as far as I know. And so, we know what we're doing. I can help you build that second leg. And for those of you that have signed up, you've gotten started, watch your team line grow, and understand that I don't expect you all to know what to do yet. We're just getting started. We've gotten the momentum. That was the big step. We've gotten there, even surpassed my expectations there. I'll continue to drive momentum down in that leg, of course, to develop that massively. But I'm now going to shift gears into getting organized with you guys to help you look and find your favorite way to build that second leg. And there's lots of options. And of course, if you're in the top 100, you're also in working with me in our marketing system to build that down. It's not a requirement to use our marketing system to build on our team. But if you want to be in the top 100 where you're getting like in the rotation of my marketing, that would be necessary. So anyway, that's how the binary works. It's extraordinarily, immensely beneficial to have one leg being driven down. Realize if you can just focus on that one leg, get your imagination on it, realize it, believe it, and then wait for my training to really start applying marketing. But even in the meantime, think of people that might want an opportunity to start testing the product, start trying the products on them, and start dropping people in that second leg. You can be putting people under people as well. And then when you add the marketing that we're going to start doing underneath that, you can get a lot of people excited as well and start creating momentum in that second leg. We're going to do it. That's how it works. Of course, there's other income streams coming in at the same time. And by the way, just imagine we get 100,000 business volume over here, 100,000 business volume over here. And it's like, it starts to take on a life of its own. You don't do all that work by yourself. It starts to take on a life as its own. You refer a few, they refer a few. When the product's awesome, and you have this amazing marketing system in place, and you have me helping you bring it in people that are excited. Like, I'll show you how to, really direct their focus and help them understand what's going on. Videos like this. I'll continue to communicate to your teams and have them duplicating. It starts to mushroom. You got 100,000 volume on the left and right. That's 15 grand a month coming in like clockwork and growing. And here's the deal. You'd be making so much more than that because you'd have all the other income streams in this compensation plan, which are significant as well. I just focus on the binary to keep it simple. It would be a really long conversation for now. We'll go into the rest of the comp plan later. But just understand, if you get the binary doing 15,000 a month, you're actually making massively more than that. Okay? So keep it simple. That's why I'm able to be as successful as I am. I don't overcomplicate it. I don't get lost in the weeds. In fact, when I explain this stuff, it's like, it sounds so much more complicated to me than the way I think about it. Because I know a lot of people kind of need more detail and stuff to kind of navigate and find their way into a sweet spot of understanding. But like, just realize, here's how I think of it. I've got 2 legs to build. I create excitement and momentum by helping people in the first leg create massive momentum so they've got half their job done. And then I help them duplicate a number of different marketing methods that anybody can do, to more complicated, but like really, really powerful, to super, super simple and basic and inexpensive for those that have to start there. And I'm going to plug you in, and you just have to realize that's all you got to do. and like you're set up, and just to create momentum and excitement. I hope you can understand the simplicity of that and just have fun with it. Realize the products are amazing. If you haven't gotten yours yet, you haven't tried them yet, they're absolutely amazing. So don't underestimate the power of sharing those with people around you and how that can start to mushroom as well. I know a lot of you don't want to rely on that, and you don't have to. But you do, obviously, if the products are awesome, likely will naturally share those with people, and don't underestimate what that might lead to as well, in addition to the marketing that we do. All right, guys, I will start to plug you in, those of you who've gotten started with us, into the next step, which is the marketing setup for building that second leg. I'll be in touch.